Gabe gave me this. I'm supposed to do a test for a video. It's called the Crud Cloth. So you need to read the directions. Oh, thank you. Another one of the advantages to doing the ride, Matt Johnson brings you cupcakes.
I just was told to deliver them.
Thank you, Matt.
You're very welcome.
Very much
Don't
appreciate
eat it all
it.
the way home.
So read the directions. You're supposed to smash the bag. You're supposed to break it. I can't do it. I'm supposed to hit it or something. It's not working, Sean. It's not. Before open package, smack the inner pad with fist to pop it.
Maybe on the ground.
Oh.
It'll work.
We got it. We got it popped. I had that bag sealed, man. I had it. Yeah. This is a.
I didn't know I was going to get showered today.
Here, you want the Crud Cloth? Now, the bottom half's got my blood on it, but the top half's okay.
I've got a towel here, man.
Okay. Most of the cleaning solution is now over on Sean's face and not in the towel, but, well, look at that. It definitely is cleaning my legs.
There you
It's
go.
working.
Yeah, I should have done that.
You're just going for
That first one is almost the 90. It's like, we're going to be stopping on this bridge.
It's a long season.
Yeah.
Going for points.
Yeah, I'm here for the points.
That's right.
Just a race.
Huh?
It's just a race.
Yeah.
2, 1, go!
It's all about survival. I'm just gonna follow. This is a good wheel right here. Hey guys, it's the Glen Vegas Gambler 2025 edition, and this is a mountain bike race that I have traditionally been able to finish mid-pack in, which is nice because that's, you know, if I can finish mid-pack, I'm happy. I think I got, I don't know, like 8th or 9th last year. I beat Hank at this race, and I've been beaten by Hank at this race, and Hank didn't show up at this race this year. So now it's, you know, I'm sorry, Hank, but I'm the official winner now of our rivalry. I guess you don't take it as serious as me, but so I was not, you know, like feeling great. I will just say, you know, you get you get all your what are they called? Excuses. You get your excuses out of the way right from the beginning. I have had a sinus infection or cold or something. I was very sick for about a week, starting a few days ago. I think Friday was the 7th day, and I had a really bad like sinus pressure issue yesterday all day long, but I felt body-wise I felt better, but it felt like it was just all like plugged into my head, and the stuff that has been coming out of my head is absolutely ridiculous. So I didn't really have high hopes for this race. I wasn't sure how I'd go with this. This morning the sinus pressure felt better, but I didn't have like tremendous amount of energy. The course at Glen Vegas, the Glendale course, was sloppy. It's a tough course on a dry day. I mean, it's a rocky, it's a mountain bike course. It's not a, it's I don't know, it's pretty backwoods, I'd say, if you're used to, you know, like more groomed type trails. It's a rough course, and it's not easy if you don't have some good mountain bike skills. And you know, I'm been mountain biking for a long time, but my skills aren't, you know, I'm not like, I don't spend a ton of time mountain biking, and I don't have that like youthful energy. And I am afraid of crashing. Those bridges were super dangerous. If it's wet, those bridges get like a slippery slime on them. They need some grip attached to them, like some roofing nailed to them, which is something that'd be relatively easy to do, but nobody's ever done. If they're wet and you hit them, they're like ice. I had crashed on my warm-up lap, and I knew they were going to be slippery, and I was preparing for it. And when I put my wheel, like I was going the other direction on one of those bridges, and when I just slightly turned on one of the bridges, and I just went down like hitting ice. So that was in the first 30 seconds of my warm-up lap, about 30 minutes before this race started. And so yeah, I was not in the mood. There was a stick poking out right there that got me. That was uncomfortable. It should have been cut. So you see there's some obstacles. Now, the dude in front of me, I don't know his name, but we talked. He's a good dude. Says he likes my YouTube videos. So dude in front of me, thanks for watching. I hope you get to see this one. and it was fun following you here for a while. So this is the early part. This is the easy part, the lake loop, before it gets technical and stuff. So let's fast forward a little bit and get to something more interesting. So this is close to the end of our lake loop section, and you can see we've got a gap open in front of our group. Sean Hargis is in front of the Camelback guy here, and orange behind Orange Shirt guy. Orange Shirt guy was starting to drop back from several riders that are out of sight now, and I started getting nervous. I'm like, okay, it's way too late to be this far back. I started last on purpose because I was not sure how I was going to feel, but at this point I was like, I'm feeling good enough to go for it. So I put in a little effort there and started moving, and I had a pretty big gap. So that's an easy place to pass, and you know, the way the trail was, to normally get off in the grass and it's going to slow you down, but it was pretty slow everywhere. It didn't really matter. So this is the last bit of the lake loop, and it's heading up towards the climb of Fred's Run. Hey guys. So here we are on Fred's Run, and I've caught up with my friend Ken Medley and Darren Vaughn. Both guys I've rode with quite a bit, and both guys that are both way better mountain bikers than me. But I was surprised I was hanging with them on this climb, you know, especially Darren. Darren's a little younger and a little thinner guy, so maybe he hasn't been doing a whole bunch of climbing lately, but he is a killer mountain bike rider, technical especially, and way way more capable than me. Ken is too. Ken rides out here all the time. He's one of the OG mountain bikers of the Glendale area. And so Fred's Run is the easier climb out here to get up into the hills. It is a little more straightforward, less technical than Ed's Run, which is a much more fun downhill that we're going to take in a little bit. And so this is where I've typically been, you know, like really handicapped on this race. I'm not a climber. I'm too heavy. And I was just really proud of myself for sticking with these guys. I mean, and I was hurting, you know, my chest hurt throughout this. My legs were fine, but my chest was hurting. I was uncomfortable, but my breathing was in control, and I was okay. So following these guys up the climb was fine. I was slower than the last time I climbed it, I think, by a little bit. But it was pretty wet, pretty mushy, especially up near the top in the really steep area. So following Fred's Run, you've got roller coaster, and then you've got just a series of, you got some really steep, hard climbs, and then you end up, after a long series of single track, down here on Lower Bluff. This is a super technical, rough trail. This thing is a monster, and it will put a hurting on you if you're not careful. It's got multiple different lines through it, but it's just some tough technical riding. People that aren't too experienced with mountain biking, oftentimes, you know, like and myself, if I'm feeling wimpy, you know, I'll oftentimes walk some of the sections through here. This is where my race completely fell apart. Now, I had been following Ken for like 20-25 minutes before this, and there was many times I could have passed him. On most of the climbs I could have passed him, but he is such a good mountain biker that I really wanted to follow his wheel through here, because I thought, well, that'll be my best bet. Okay, right around in here, the guy in orange shirt he's been doing an awesome job leading through here. He's a good mountain biker for sure, and it's just, you know, it's a tricky section, and he's off the bike right here. I did not want to get off the bike, and I saw a line, and I took it. It's a rough line, and then, you know, he hears me coming up, he gets out of my way. Look at this big boulder. I just got to ride right over it. So I'm like in hero mode right now. I'm like, yeah, I just blew through that section. I've got a gap on them. They're off their bikes. They're not getting on their bike. Look back. They're not getting on their bikes. So I go pretty hard through here. And then there's this other rooty section right here. I fly through that. And then right about there, right through there, I felt a spasm in my stomach that was like, it was as if somebody, like a donkey, had just kicked me in the stomach. And I started to retch, like I started to barf. Everything in my stomach needed to be ejected, and I kind of hobbled along here for a second, but I couldn't get over it. Like, it was like my stomach kept spasming. I was having like this like cramping feeling in my side, and you know, I rolled through there. I knew I could hear them catching up. They were on me, and at this point I was just like, I've just got to stop. Like, I got to stop. I thought I was going to throw up. I got off the bike, and I put a foot down. I don't think I got off the bike. I just put a foot down, and I just stopped. And so those guys right off. My friend Sean's a little farther back, but not, yeah, there they are. And I'm on the side of the trail trying to fight this like spasm in my stomach, and